Truck 30, Saturday. 30, you're calling on Alpha Response. 55-year-old male that had a seizure. Patient is inside the nursery.
My name is Brad McGibbon. I am captain of Truck 30 here in San Jose. I've been working for 15 years. I got hired in 1997, worked as a firefighter for 9 years, and then promoted to captain in 2006. And just recently came back to what was Station 4 years ago. And then September, about a year and a half ago, they moved us here to Station 30 when they closed Engine 30.
My name's Kevin George. I'm an engineer. That means I drive the truck. And I got hired in 1990, so I've been here about 21 years.
My name is Mike Moses. I'm a fire engineer. I got hired in August of 2006, so I've been here for about 6 years. I was with Station 4 and was moved to Station 30 as part of budget cuts and reductions to staffing.
I'm Abe Forget. I'm brand new here. I just got hired in December, and so it's about 5 months now. And before that, I did 6 years with CAL FIRE. And yeah, I'm a firefighter, EMT, and just happy to be here, happy to have a job.
July of 2010, the San Jose Fire Department laid off 49 firefighters and closed 5 companies, 4 engine companies and 1 truck company. And since then, we've had to reduce staffing further by browning out 2 companies, depending on what the daily staffing is. So instead of calling overtime, they will take personnel from Engine 9 and Engine 29 and backfill. So at any given day, we can have a total of 7 companies out of service.
And unfortunately, because of the job that we do, it's going to be putting our safety at jeopardy. Just because we have less guys showing up initially at a fire or a rescue, so then the burden is going to be on each of us individually to make up for the loss of a body, or more than just 1 body, 2 bodies at times.
The thing is we're expected to know way more than people, right? It's like they think of us as like Safeway, Starbucks, you know? But the reality is we have to know a lot about a lot of different topics.
And we're always training, we're always practicing.
There's 2 trucks that still have 5. That's Truck 35 and Truck 30. And the reasoning there is those are the 2 trucks in the city that are in a station by themselves without an engine. So those 2 trucks still have 5, but all the other trucks were reduced from 5 to 4, which is a pretty big deal because in this city we've always operated where we can kind of choose to split our crew up on a truck and have 2 people doing one task, 2 people doing another task, and a supervisor. But once we have reduced it down to 4 people, it kind of prohibits us from being able to get that second task done.
Fire engine has water, and its main responsibility is to extinguish the fire. And then the truck carries a lot of tools, and on a fire, their truck's responsibility is to go in and actually do a search for parties trapped. And then after that, normally a routine fire would be going up on top of the roof and cutting a hole for ventilation. So like Brad was saying, those are the 2 things that used to be able to get done at the same time, but now we can't. So, or we're waiting, like you said, for another truck to come from a further distance away.
I'll show you inside if it's open. This also has a basement.
As you can see, it's been used a lot. But we pile a bunch of pallets and wood and stuff in here and do actual practice burns for the academies when they come through. This is a standpipe. We can connect a hose from our engine down below, and it fills these pipes. This simulates what's in a regular high-rise building or a 3-story building, and we connect our hose to here. So we bring our hose up here, a hose bundle, like 100 feet of hose. We connect it to here, drop it down the stairs, and go into the fire.
The city is busier than it's ever been, call volume wise, and we have less companies than, gosh, what, like 1970 levels. So there's all kinds of other things that are part of our day-to-day operations: training, maintenance of the station, knowing our first due area, doing walkthroughs, keeping up our target hazards, R1 and R2 inspections, which are our apartment buildings. So when you start eliminating companies with the call volume going up, companies are busier than they've ever been, and we have all this other stuff that we're still supposed to get done. There just isn't enough time in the day to do those things. So stuff starts to fall off the table, and unfortunately, sometimes there's not enough time to train like we used to. Personally, I already lost my house. My family went through foreclosure. Just the 10% pay cut made it to where we couldn't keep our house. It was underwater. I know any given day around the fire station, there's 1, 2, maybe 3 guys that have either gone through it, are going through it, are trying to get information because they think they're going to have to go through it. And those are real impacts. You're trying to save, money for your kids to go to the schools you want them to go to, all those things. Just on top of the added stress of coming here, knowing you could potentially get hurt, killed, have to see other people hurt, killed, that, those types of things, they just add up. So, I would say that over the past 3 years has probably been one of the biggest changes, is that just added stress on top of what was already one of the most stressful occupations.
But all the stuff that goes on over the last couple of years, it does take a toll on you. And I'd say it's the guys around the table at every station, on any shift, at any city, anywhere around the country and anywhere around the world. It's the people that we work with and the communities that we serve are the reasons why we're here. And those are the things that keep us going.